M. Srinivaslu, English faculty from DAV High School, RTP Township. I heartily welcome you all, my dear students, for the third session of Class 9th Unit 1 discussion with the theme called Humour. And we have today a reading and the opening lines with the title called The Snake and the Mirror. Before we get into this, the title discussion, let us just have a look at the author. Author we have Vaikom Muhammad Bashir. Vaikom Muhammad Bashir was born on 21st January 1908 and was passed away on 5th July 1994. He was a Malayalam fiction writer. Malayalam is a language spoken in Kerala, so he is a native of Kerala that we can understand. He was a humanist. Humanist means a person with humanism is one of the subjects, or a person who emits humanism in his writings. So both of the things we can attain to Vaikom Muhammad Bashir whenever we observe his writings. Now coming to the next one, he was a freedom fighter. He was a participant in the freedom struggle and was also made the people mobilized towards the freedom struggle with his writings. And he was a novelist. He has written number of recognized novels and a short story writer. It is also known to us writing a short story. So he was a humanist, freedom fighter, novelist and a short story writer. And he has a unique style called as down to earth style of writing. That means even the critics to the common man, people can admire his writings without any ambiguity in understanding. And his notable works are Balya Kalasaki, Shabdangal, Matilukal and Anarganimisham. These are the notable works he had. Balya Kalasaki, Shabdangal, Matilukal and Anarganimisham. Now we have the title to the lesson called The Snake and the Mirror. The Snake and the Mirror, the title itself shows the snake is a protagonist of the story. Protagonist of the story in the sense is the main character given, and the main character like a snake with the mirror, that is titled as The Snake and the Mirror, was actually one of the popular work of Vaikom Muhammad Bashir, which was translated into English and many other Indian languages also as well. And this is also made him to recognize worldwide acclaim. So it is one more thing we need to discuss. The Snake and the Mirror is a concept is directly taken from NCERT books to SCERT curriculum of class 9. Now let me read the opening lines of the reading called The Snake and the Mirror. Has a snake ever coiled itself round any part of your body? A full-blooded cobra. All of us fell silent. The question came from the homeopath. The topic came up when we were discussing snakes. We listened attentively as the doctor continued with the tale. Now if you can see the imaginary question given, has a snake ever coiled itself round any part of your body? A full-blooded cobra. It was a background that we understand. The one of the character like a homeopath in the story called a homeopathy practitioner. We can say is a doctor. He was later, whenever he was with his friends, he started sharing his experience by asking the questions when there was a topic called snakes when the friends are discussing. That time he has asked the question, has a snake ever coiled itself round any part of your body? A full-blooded cobra. He asked his friends, any snake has coiled any part of their body, like a hand, arm or leg or somewhere. Naturally it was not imaginable, and it is an experience of the other, that is a character, homeopath in the lines. All of us fell silent. All of us is nothing but one of the person who is in the discussion is narrating the story that was told by the homeopath to them. So it's a narrator extraction that we can understand. So including the narrator that we are now getting from, the story all getting from, So the remaining all people felt very silent. The question came from the homeopath. Who asked the question? Homeopath. Homeopath is nothing but called a person who is a practitioner of homeopathy medicine. Nothing but called homeopathy doctor. So shortly we can call him as doctor. The topic came up when we were discussing snakes. That means there was a topic called snakes. Generally we talk about there are many superstitions related to snakes we identify. In Hinduism, there are people pray snakes and they also pour milk in the ant pits and all, and they also recognize themselves that the snake god is also one of the recognized gods they lend prayers to. So whenever there is a topic of snakes come, so they are now discussing about the snakes. In that point, the homeopath has asked the question, has a snake ever coiled itself around any part of your body? A full-blooded cobra. Cobra means you might know. Cobra is one of the very deadly poisonous snake that are now seen in the African continent and even Asian continent, especially in India. We observe these cobras. And this we were have whenever they are discussing about the snake, that topic has come, and then the homeopath asked the remaining all his friends whether they had an experience that the snake coiling around their any part of the body. Now we listened attentively. Attentively means with a great attention. With great attention, they all started listening to him when the doctor continued with the tale. Tale, there is another meaning called story or narration. So the doctor, whenever he started sharing his experience related to snakes, that once he was had an experience, a full-blooded cobra was coiled around his arm, that he wanted to reveal and share to the remaining of his friends. So that is an occasion where the remaining all the people who gathered was started listening to the homeopath, who is nothing but called the homeopathy medicine practitioner, and whenever he started sharing to others, all the remaining people were kept their attention to listen to the story. And my dear students, you just listen this particular one once again and read the lines further, and we will meet in the next session with the second paragraph and further. And you imagine even whether you had experiences of the snakes, ask your friends and ask your elders also. And I request you now to practice 2 pages of your Kasha handwriting so that you make your handwriting more elegant and beautiful. And please watch it repeatedly to have a better understanding, my dear students, and we'll meet in the next session. Namaste. Thank you, Varada.